This is the episode that makes or breaks our Champions League campaign. Dynamo Kiev, first leg and second leg. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save. Yesterday's episode saw us beat Sporting Lisbon in the second leg to qualify for the Champions League final playoff thing. It's so exciting, and Dynamo could possibly get there as well. They've got a tough draw against Zenit, but we're playing Dynamo Kiev and it's gonna be good. I'm overly confident, which is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to be. We've never been at this place before in this save. I don't think NK Zagreb have been at this level before in their entire history. We're not on TV, which is an absolute piss take because we're being played at home, but I'm hoping it's going to be a massive crowd. We won our game in between against Istra. We won 2-1, so it puts us second, 2 points behind Dynamo at the top. We're 2 points behind them because they beat us in an earlier game in the league. But let's get into the game. I've already picked my squad. I've already picked it. We have made a new signing on loan from our parent club, Zurich. We'll look at him in between the two games. But we're going to be playing on key highlights with goal replays. It's on key highlights so they can do both legs in this one episode. They're lining up in a 4-4-2 diamond. They've got Fred in there, who hasn't had a very good time of it, to be honest. It's on a free transfer for Dynamo Kiev, 32 now. Lots of players, ex-Shakhtar players, which is interesting. They haven't really... It's an interesting one because they haven't changed their team too much. So he's at Dynamo, he's at Dynamo, he's at Dynamo. I think he might be at Dynamo, he's at Dynamo. Yeah. Well, we're lining up like this. Ayesov in goal, Skulak, Sikovic, Skender and Da Silva at the back, Musa and Arejo in the middle, Zerga, Guigon and Knezovic up front, and Cabrera comes in to lead the line. Passionately, a first leg would do us the world of good. I mean, Zerga loved it. Zerga absolutely loved that team talk, but this is where they all love the passionate, cultured left foot coming at them like Cleopatra. Coming at you, Cleopatra, as we get the game underway. Oh my god, I'm nervous, and it's just a Champions League qualifier. We're going to be at this stage loads of times in the future. I mean, this save, we've got Champions League written all over us. Group stage Champions League written all over us. Whether it's this season or not, it doesn't matter. But Knezovic looks for the ball and it actually falls to Musa, who curls it in. 3 minutes in, 1-0 to the good for NK Zagreb. Look at this stadium that we're playing in. This is going to be a big intake of money. We've sold something like 800 season tickets more than we did last season. So the fans, what a finish that is. The fans know how good this is getting and what sort of a story and journey we're on. And we scored the first goal in the Champions League. We should have been on TV, damn it. But it's all going very, very well. 20 minutes gone, we're peppering their goal. 7 shots, 5 of them on target. They've only had a 1 and 1 on target. We are doing very well in this game, and Basel are absolutely smashing Qarabag. It looks like Basel are going to get into the Champions League. Dynamo are 1-0 down. Goodell scoring an OG. Part of me sort of like, if we get to the Champions League group stage and get absolutely battered, does it really matter? Because the money and the income we're going to get is going to be incredible and really help us strengthen the team. We're not there yet, but as I said, I am pretty confident because we beat Sporting Lisbon, what was it? 6-1 on aggregate in the last group or last stage. So I think this stage we should be pretty safe and dry. If you're wondering where Provo is as well, Provo will be back. I'm not stopped that save. It's just that what happened is Konami have released Data Pack 4.0, which means all the modification stuff that I use to get the graphics and the Champions League anthem and things like that no longer works. So I've got to wait for the guy who creates that to update it so that it goes with the new data patch. And I don't want to bring half-assed content out where I have like just the kits and no Champions League graphics when the rest of the series has had Champions League graphics. So if you are wondering where Provo is, that's why it's a bit of a delay on it at the moment, but it will be back as soon as the updates are completed. I'm going to say calmly, we're doing very well, keep it up, because there's literally no need to say anything else. We're going to drop off from positive, just a balance, we don't need to be pushing forward as much. I sort of think we should be really exploiting the flanks as well. I don't like changing my tactic too much, but whilst we're focusing down the middle, it's going to sort of play into their hands. So we're going to lower the tempo and just look to go a little bit wider with the ball. Have we got penalty? No, Guigan's offside. Okay, I thought we were going to get a penalty then. But yeah, they're diamond. We seem to be exploiting it. We know we can always go back. Cabanage not having a good game. Let's get Peritin on up front. Thor misses out on the squad today because Krizmanek is back from injury. This is his first game back from injury if he comes on, which he probably will at some point. Just try and get some fitness back into his legs. But 1-0 up, an hour gone. I'm delighted. Okay, 20 minutes to go. We're not getting much joy down the right-hand side. So Zerga's going to come off and be replaced by Laughlin, who comes on to great acclaim from the Flans. Flans? Who the hell are the Flans? The Flans. Peritin puts in a corner. There is it. Oh, what a header. Sikovic. Sorry. What a header. Peritin came on as a substitute. Flies in that corner. What is wrong with me today? Peritin absolutely nails the corner in. Great movement from Sikovic. Great header as well. And that is 2-0 Zagreb. Yes boy, come on, this is a fantastic performance. I'm going to praise them like I should. Laughlin with a nice ballet turn on the ball, picks it up with his bright blonde hair, ball into the back post. Knezovic is there, the header's hit the top of the bar. So unlucky. Oh, they just cannot handle us. Right, 10 minutes to go. Let's get Krizmanek, on for Guigan in the middle, who is playing very, very well this season. Guigan. Parfait Guigan. It's a name I'd love to get on the back of a shirt. It sounds very exotic. Guigan. I mean, am I pronouncing that wrong? Because if I am, that's going to destroy my soul. Because I'm very like that name. Weird conversation I'm having with myself. De Silva up to Knezovic. Knezovic turns, run the ball into Krizmanek, who we welcome back from injury. Araujo, Musa turns back to Araujo, who looks like he's going to be pretty instrumental this season for us in central midfield. He's played every Champions League game so far and has played it very, very well. That's a good ball out to find Skulak. Up to Laughlin. The American strides forward into Peritin. Peritin shoots just past the post. The on loan eternally Peritin. That's, I mean, what business that's been. We sold him for £1 million, but he's been playing for us for the last 4 seasons without us paying any money or any wages to Hull City. We have taken them for a proper ride. Laughlin cuts in field from the right hand side. There's a big ball onto the left and it goes out to De Silva from Araujo. De Silva, can we get a third just to finish it off? Knezovic back to De Silva into injury time. Laughlin the barrage. Then Peritin, what a save from the goalkeeper. But it's still not away. Musa tries to keep it alive. He goes back to Skulak and that may well be the end of the game because we just didn't take that chance. Musa into Araujo. Araujo back to Musa again. Good ball out to the left-hand side to De Silva. Really exploiting those flanks well. Drills a low cross in. Laughlin can't keep it in. And that's the full-time whistle. A 2-0 win in the first leg is absolutely brilliant. We will be back for the second leg. In between that, I've got a game against Osijek in the league. But we're going to be going to the Ukraine to try and hold on to this 2-0 lead and get ourselves into the Champions League group stage proper, which is bloody marvellous. See you then. Not in the group stage, for the next game. Just before we get to that game, 12,000 people came to watch us play Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League. If we qualify for the group stage, we're going to have a sellout every single game, I reckon. 12,000 people watched that game. If we go income, TV revenue, no, not TV revenue, gate receipts is what I want, isn't it? Can you not do it by... This month alone, last month, 28,000. This month, £154,000. That is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I'm just going to continue the news to see if we get the announcement to say, oh, you know, it's the biggest gate receipt and see how much it is. Because that is ridiculous amounts of attendance for us. There isn't any. I think if we go into club and how do you look at records, attendances... I mean, it absolutely spanks it. Highest gate receipts. Yeah, 53. Okay, so no. Playing Dynamo at home in the Croatian first leg, 54,000 is still our highest. £53,000 that got us. Wow, bring on the Champions League. Back for the second game. We won our game in between in very dramatic fashion. We left it until the 87th and then the 90th minute to get the winner. And we go top of the league. So it's the team that are in first position in Croatia against the team that finished runners-up last year in the Ukraine. I'm excited. I'm tense. What is wrong with me today? I can't talk. I'm tense and nervous, and this is how we're going to line up. Ayesov in goal, Skulak, Sekovic, Skender, De Silva, Musa, Arejo, Zerga, Guigon, Knezovic and Cabrera starts up front. On the bench, Peritin, Klismanic, who's a little bit unmatched fit, but he still gets a place on the bench. Loughlin, Ramsey, Barahu, Kotev and Ulrich is there as well. Let's just get on with it. Let's just get into the game and go for it. 2-0 lead from the first leg. We're now travelled to the Ukraine. They've got nowhere near a packed crowd as well. They've abandoned the diamond formation and gone to a 4-2-3-1. Calmly. It's a brand new match. It's what we said last time. Let's go and do that. Passionately, there's a lot more to come. That's turned around Skulak, who was a little bit stressed from the original team talk. They look happy. They look motivated. Let's get into the game. The Champions League anthem would blare out, "Ah, the champions," like that. Oh my word, here we go. We've just got to keep it tight, keep it good, keep it strong, get creative, and we'll drop down the balance straight. I don't know if to do cautious. We started cautious against Sporting Lisbon and it worked. Yeah, let's just drop back down to cautious because we're playing into space as well, so it might draw them out onto us over the top. Counter-attack, boom. Sekovic with a free kick does go out to the right-hand side towards Zerga, who gets his place back after Loughlin actually played very well in the midweek game, but Zerga was rested for that reason. The ball over the top is Skender's to win in the air. Borjacek is there. Basidin lays it out to the right hand side. De Silva wins the header. Knezovic brings it down into Arejo. Miguel Arejo into Musa. Musa up to Cabrera. Cabrera to Knezovic. Knezovic cuts inside. Lays it back to Guigon. Into Musa. Musa, he's got a run in Zerga. Zerga holds it up. Looks to play it back into Musa. Across the goal. All the way through. Cabrera's there and he sticks it in. That's the away goal. 13 minutes into the game. Mattia Cabrera gets his 5th goal of the season already. 3-0, an away goal. I feel a lot more comfortable. Aldo Musa, what a ball that was across. And then Knezovic took the touch to get it away from Ordets, the defender. Goalkeeper falls over. Cabrella's there. Are we going to see NK Zagreb in the Champions League group stage? If we are, the draw is coming up after this game. The draw for the group stage will be performed live on camera after this game. I'm going to praise them. It might be a bit early to do that. No, some of them seem happy with that. So we have another throw. De Silva into Cabrera, knocks it down to Knezovic. Knezovic comes forward, a heavy touch, and it's easy for Dimitro Likin to get away. Sekovic back to Skulak. They seem to be getting in each other's way a little bit there, but they get away with it. De Silva has now a lot of space to run into. He comes forward, lays it off to Knezovic. Knezovic into Miguel Areo, into Guigon. Guigon has a shot from range, didn't take the goalkeeper by surprise though, and Kuval makes an easy catch. How are Zagreb, the other Zagreb team, get him on? Still 0-0, so they're still losing 1-0 due to the OG in the first leg. And this highlight continues, which normally means a goal if it's this long. Goes out to the left-hand side into Mikhailichenko. Out to Verbic, back to Mikhailichenko again. He gets around the back, it's a headed clearance away. Verbic is there, it's tackled, and it ends up bundled into the net by Artem Dovbyuk. And it's 3-1 on aggregate now. Let's not get too cocky, boys. Let's not get too cocky. Good, this is what we want to see. 30 minutes into the game and they're getting frustrated, disinterested. Their manager chat isn't as good as mine, just shouting, "Get creative!" all the bloody time at them. As Guigon back to De Silva, into Skender. We're just keeping the ball nicely here. They're sort of pressuring us sort of high up the pitch. Let's just hope we don't mess up. De Silva goes back to Ayesov, who goes long looking for Knezovic, beaten in the air though, and De Silva knocks it down. Skender through the middle. Cabrera, what a run that is, and what a ball from Skender, and Cabrera couldn't get his second of the game. Caval with a great save. Skender picking out a wonderful ball with his left foot there. Musa looks as can he find one of the tall centre backs. Caval gets a punch on it, and it's a very good punch, and it allows Dynamo, whatever they're called, Kiev, onto a counter-attack, but nothing comes of it. I'll tell you what, Zerga is very close to being replaced by Loughlin as my starting right midfielder, because he's always on a 6.5, 6.6 at the moment, which is a bit frustrating. Musa lines up the free kick, hits the top of the bar, maybe the top of the netting, but goes over. Again, we're having a lot of chances in this game. We are playing better than them, and well, the 3-1 aggregate scoreline would suggest that as well. Dynamo Zagreb still yet to get a goal in their game, which... Come on, Dynamo Zagreb, pull your finger out. We need you to do it for the coefficients. Can't just rely on us. The first half means nothing. If we don't keep going in the second half, don't let your focus waver whatsoever. Looks stressed, Skulak, and looks stressed, Musa. Passionately, there's a lot more to come. Passionately, there's a lot more to come. passionately. There's a lot more to come. Start the second half. We will be making substitutions at some point. We are still on cautious. I could knock that back up to positive if needs be. But I think at the moment, the cautious mentality seems to be working okay. De Silva gets the ball on the left, swings in across, looking for Zerga, heads it down, and Dimitro Thierin gets it away. Zerga keeps it alive, puts it back across. That's cleared as well. And now Dubovik has it, and they have a 2-on-1 at the back, a 3-on-2. It's into the middle. Poseidon scores, and it's 3-2 on aggregate. I think I'm going to make some subs because I think we've got some players out there that just are not performing very well. 6.4, Mikel Orejo is going to come off to be replaced by Aaron Ramsey as the deep line playmaker, and I'm going to do Skulak for Badeo as well because Skulak has looked nervous at every team talk and everything like that. So let's demand more from them. That's what I want. Let's demand more. Okay, focused, apprehensive, nervous, fired up, pressured. It's a bit of a mixed bag, I think is how you describe that. 20 minutes to go. We've still got nervous faces all around. Encourage. Oh no, they're frustrated to be encouraged. Come on, don't mess this up. We do have changes that I can make. I think Musa's got to come off. I haven't really got anyone that can play there. We are going to do Krizmanic for Musa, and we're going to leave him in the central midfield spot. Do you know what? I'm going to fanny out of it a bit, and I'm going to drop these guys back to fullbacks, and we're going to take... we don't need to counter and counter press really. We just don't need to do it anymore. Let's drop the tempo. Let's start wasting a little bit of time. Yeah, right. Let's go for that. Confirm the changes. Skender gets that one away. He hacks it a clear. Flicked on header. Should go out for a goal kick. He keeps it in play, but Skender's there again to clear the ball. They are coming at us. They really are. Is that Willy Bolly plays it long? I think it is Willy Bolly. Berda's still there. Out to Kaderbadak, who puts the ball into back blows. Coman keeps it alive. Puts that across. Wins a corner. 5 minutes to go. Let's try and see this out. Krizmanic on for Musa. We do have... Well, we've used all of our subs now. I was going to say we have a time-wasting sub, but we don't. But it does look like we're going to have enough to do this. Concentrate for the last bit. Boyachuk puts it in. Hits the outside of the post. Oh my god, I think that's it. That's it! That's it! Champions League group stage! I did not think we'd be making the Champions League group stage this season. Oh my word. What a performance in the early run-ins in the qualifying stages. And Dynamo Zagreb made it through, dude. I don't normally like to celebrate rivals, but yes, that is brilliant for our coefficient next year. 2 Croatian teams into the Champions League group stages. We received £13.69 million for the group stage. That's even before any gate receipts, television rights. Oh my god. Yes. Give me the transfer money. Oh my god. 14. Look, our overall balance hasn't even gone up to that to include that amount in it. It still thinks we've only got like 3-ish million. Oh my word. I mean, we've got Hey Duke coming up. What a successful season this has been already. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I do need to rest the squad though, because we... I can't believe it. I haven't been able to talk very well in this episode today anyway, but now into the Champions League we go. Let's go and do the draw. Oh my word, the Champions League. Hang on, who's made... I wanted him. I want him. You can't have him. I want him. How much are you bidding for him? He's on the transfer list. 750k. Actually, we're probably above his sort of station now, aren't we? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, overview. It does put him just behind Krizmanic. I think he would be a decent option. We'll make offer. 900k. Let's... now we've got £14 million in the bank. Mr. Boardman, Finance. I just want to... Well, give me more transfer money. Why won't you just give me more transfer money? That's an obvious thing to do. Give me more transfer money. I'm just going to Oh yeah, Muller. Muller can go on loan to Richmond. Yeah, 400k. Why not? Finalise offer. I think 900k for him is a bit of a bargain. To be honest, Muller goes out on loan. Our offer is accepted, and we can pay him what he wants, which is wonderful. Let's try and negotiate a bit of a deal. He's 27. A 4-year contract seems a bit much. Oh, okay, you can get your 4-year contract, but you can drop down all of this stuff. Finalised deal. We can't afford it just yet, but they have... Oh, they've just accepted only our bid, so we'll just keep delaying it until the board give us enough money to buy him. Here we go. We obviously are one of the 8 teams that are seeded 4th for the draw, so the good thing we can do is it means you can fly through them all like this until you get to the 4th pot. Right, and then this is our pot. We're in here with the Dynamo Zagreb, Lokomotiv Moscow, Maribor made it in as well, Feyenoord, Basel, Olympiacos and Anderlecht. Which group don't we want? Juventus, Man City and Besiktas? I don't know, because we could arguably get a 3rd place and then drop into the Europa League there. Liverpool, Monaco, Dortmund, that looks really, really tough. Barcelona, Tottenham, Shakhtar, that looks tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. It's the bloody Champions League. They're all bloody tough. Right. I'm going automatic. Maribor get into Group A. Group B, Anderlecht. Group C, Dynamo Zagreb. Group D, Olympiacos. Group E, Basel. Group F, Lokomotiv Moscow. Group G, Zagreb. Oh my word, that's probably the easiest group out of all the teams. Benfica I'd put on a par with Sporting, and we've beaten them. Valencia and Bayern are obviously going to be very tough, but I'm quite happy with that group. Let me know down below, what do you guys think of that group? And I don't even know how many games we've got until... Okay, the games haven't been drawn yet, so let's just quickly progress one more day and see if we get our fixture list announced for the Champions League. I can't believe we're in the group stages already in this save. This is ridiculous. Yeah, obviously we've been handed a tough group. Into the schedule. Yeah, so again, it's not going to be very far. There's going to be a lot of games in this part of the series because we're in the Champions League group stage for the first time. And first up is going to be Bayer Leverkusen at home. We'll welcome them to Zagreb. I cannot wait. I'm one thing, I'm happy that we've got a good squad of senior players because this is a lot of games that we've got to play, and it's going to be so good. Look at that. 20,000 people came to see us at Dynamo. 12,000 people came and saw us play Dynamo at home. What did we have for Sporting? 5,528. I guess it was a sort of maybe a more sewn up affair, but just unbelievable stuff. Let's give that a save for sure. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you to everyone that supports the channel. If you're enjoying it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. You've got to leave a like for the Champions League group stage. We're in. Bayer Leverkusen, Valencia and Benfica is who we're going to be playing. But thank you so much for watching. But for now, I'm out. Cheers. I'm so bloody happy.